Now, let's go straight to the water-soluble vitamins. I'll tell you the names, and then you don't have to cram the names. This is like a church. You don't have to cram the Bible. You don't have to even remember. You only need to live by the principles. Eat these foods, you get these vitamins from it. You don't have to remember, I have to get vitamin B1. Leave that to the hospitals. Vitamin B1. So these are the water-soluble vitamins. B1 is called thiamine. B2 is called riboflavin. B3 is called niacin. Now, niacin, you'll realize when we'll be talking about it, is one of the vitamins that can actually be used as a drug that is intended to lower cholesterol. Apart from the statins, niacin is actually one of the groups of drugs that actually lower cholesterol. And you know what we mean when we say you're lowering cholesterol. Vitamin B4 is absent because it is actually produced in the body sometimes. And vitamin B4 and B10, which are absent in the list of these vitamins, you will realize some of them are actually called folate. So they're actually classified as vitamin B9, the B4 and B10. But they are produced in the body also. So therefore, they don't qualify for the criteria of vitamins. If they are produced in the body, they are not vitamins. They have to come out through the diets. Number two, if they are non-essential, they are not vitamins. Okay, so that's why we have the missing vitamins in the B complex. So vitamin B5, from 5 is penta. So this one is called pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid. Panto on this one, panto means it is available literally everywhere. Okay, vitamin B5 is one of the vitamins that has a rare deficiency condition because it's present in literally every food. And this is one of the vitamins that is actually added mostly in the fortified foods. So when you run a test on the fortified foods, this is what you get in mostly. So they will defend their fortification using this vitamin B5, pantothenic. Vitamin B6 is called pyridoxine. Some of you who are taking drugs for TB, you know very well what pyridoxine does. If you're taking isoniazid, which is basically the first line in the combination, isoniazid is a drug that depletes vitamin B6. Therefore, you must be given vitamin B6 in form of pyridoxine. So those people who are suffering from leprosy, suffering from TB, and they're given isoniazid, now you know why you are taking pyridoxine as a supplement. We have vitamin B7, which is called biotin. I put up a video talking about biotin yesterday. It has done so well. And that biotin, this is the reason why I said people should not eat the raw eggs. We'll talk about it when we get to biotin, vitamin B7. Then we skip B8 because it's part of the folates. We go to vitamin B9, which is the most important one when it comes to blood synthesis, DNA synthesis, protein synthesis, and is actually called biotin. And also hair and the skin function, biotin, which is vitamin B7, very rich in the egg yolks. Vitamin B9, that one we talked about it, the folate. Now, B10 is not available, B11 is not available. I've given you the reason already. And then we have vitamin B12, which is called cobalamin. Now, those are the names of these vitamins. Do not cram them. Do not struggle to understand them. Just know we have all those vitamins. And in general, we have about 13 vitamins. 9 of the water soluble and then 4 of the fat soluble. Now, those are the B vitamins. And then we have vitamin C, which is one of the water soluble vitamins. In the system is called ascorbic acid. But I put up so many videos talking about vitamin C and why ascorbic acid is not vitamin C. Okay, and basically synthetic ascorbic acid, those tablets that you take that are very sweet, they're just sugars, they're not vitamin C. None of you knows the taste of vitamin C, do you? But you know the taste of those vitamin C tablets, right? Very sweet, that is just sugar, and sugar blocks absorption of vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is actually called ascorbic acid, but when you go deeper into the structure of vitamin C, you'll see ascorbic acid is just the covering. It's like the cell membrane. It's just the wall that covers about 4 things: vitamin P, vitamin K, copper, and all that. And I put that video on YouTube. You can actually go and check it out. So vitamin C, let's call it ascorbic acid. Then now the fat soluble vitamins. Vitamin K, they are called the quinones. Vitamin E, they are called the tocopherols. Tocopherols. Now vitamin A, which is rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is the vision. Vitamin D is the one that is used as a hormone and also used for mineralization of the bone. Let's start with the B vitamins. As we said, the B vitamins, toxicity is very rare. Why? Because they are excreted through urine, and therefore the deficiencies can actually be very high. So yes, toxicity is rare, but deficiency is very broad. Why? Because they're leaving the system. And when they're leaving the system, and most of you who just drink water without adding some salt, you're actually urinating frequently. When you're doing that, you're actually flushing out a lot of electrolytes and a lot of these vitamins. And when you do that, that means you get into vitamin B deficiencies. Now you see where it gets interesting? So as you walk with your 3 liters of water, oh, you know me, I take 8 glasses of water every day. You're drinking it and you're not adding salt. You're actually getting dehydrated for drinking water. And now you start suffering from all these conditions that are actually related to B vitamin deficiencies. But nobody's telling you that, right? They will tell you keep rehydrating. Oh, you have constipation? Drink a lot of water. You drink a lot of water as though that water will just move from your mouth all the way to the rectum to dilute the stool, and now you have a diarrhea. That is a crazy way of the system operation. Okay? Yes, so now understand that as you drink that water, for you to get hydrated enough, add a pinch of salt or either lick some salt before you drink that water. That is you also preserving the B vitamins and preserving the minerals. Amazing, right? Put that aside. So now vitamin B1. This is the vitamin that is most deficient in people who are alcoholics. People who drink alcohol. This is the point. This is the point. Alcohol causes gastritis. Alcohol causes a fatty liver and hepatitis. Alcohol causes an inflamed pancreas. And now you are unable to absorb. And most alcoholics, they don't eat. Have you seen these people who just drink alcohol all through? They are so feeble and they don't even have appetite because alcohol actually suppresses the centers of appetite in the brain. Not only does it shrink your balls, man, not only does alcohol shrink the balls and the brain, alcohol suppresses appetite, alcohol destroys your gut, destroys your liver, destroys your pancreas, and now you're unable to absorb vitamin B1. And when you have deficiency of vitamin B1, one of the things you realize, chronic alcoholics are always shaking. Their hands are always shaking. They touch something and they're shaking. And by the time they want to settle down, they have to take a sip. Kidogo, tukatot tu kidogo, pa! And the system wakes up. And now he's functional. I used to have a teacher, a mathematics teacher in a primary school. He was amazing. He was amazing. He's still alive. And those of you who went to school with me, somewhere in the village, it's called Emuhuya Primary School. Hey, my friend, there was a teacher who was called, should I mention his name also? There was a head teacher, I will not mention the name. There was a head teacher who used to put on a hat, very good cowboy hat. And he used to teach so well. Man, that guy inspired me, but he was a chronic alcoholic. So he used to come with these chalks. Bubui, you know, it's called Aura. Ah man, that guy was let God keep him safe, bana. That guy would come with multiple colored chalks. And those people who take calcium, you know, this is the chalk I'm talking about. When you're taking those calcium supplements, the calcium sando, the calcium whatever, those supplements that you take every day for calcium and the bones, you're actually taking chalk. The calcium carbonate is chalk. So simply go to primary schools and eat chalk. It's the same thing. Anyway, so this guy used to come with a whole pack of chalk that has different colors, okay? And then he would write the title with different colors, then the subtitle, hey man, you would understand that mathematics. But when he leaves that class, ni kama zilikuwa zinamfuata tu. Namfuata tu. But anyway, he was a very good teacher. And I know most of you can bear witness, those who went to school with me those days. So this guy, he used to shake his hands. He was a chronic alcoholic and he also used to smoke cigarettes. He would shake his hands and become very angry. But when you give him just a break, he'll ask for a break from the pupils and we say, teacher, yes, go and enjoy your puff. He goes behind the classes, puffs, and then goes somewhere there, just takes 10 shillings of one shot. And when he comes back, mathematics double was the best subject. Because now he's so happy, he's not shaking anymore. And so now he's only understand that this was actually vitamin B1 deficiency, thiamine. This is what it happened. This is what causes nerve problems, sometimes numbness, the shaking hands, Parkinson's disease, those people shuffling, the old people shuffling their legs all the time, Parkinson's disease. We have loss of memory, the Alzheimer's. Dementia is also there. Okay? So yeah, these are conditions that come from vitamin B1 deficiency. And what are the sources of vitamin B1? Red meat, imagine. And the system tells you to avoid red meat. You come in with arthritis, you're told to avoid red meat. Crazy. Imagine that. Bro, eat red meat. Make it fatty. Enjoy it. Whether roasted, boiled, fried, as long as it's fried in that fat, the animal fat. So yes, that vitamin B1 deficiency, crazy one. Now, the deficiency condition for vitamin B1 is called beriberi. This beriberi, we have different types. One, we have the dry beriberi. Hello, dry. We have dry and the wet. So the dry one is the one that causes heart failure. The wet one, no, the dry one affects the nerves, so it causes the numbness and the shaking of the hands. And then the wet one causes a heart failure. So when you have vitamin B1 deficiency, you'll either have a heart failure or you have nerve problems, memory loss, and all these issues, the CNS problems. But most importantly, for the chronic alcoholics, there is this condition that is called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. This is where they start to see double vision. You look at somebody and you're seeing mbilimbili. You've heard them saying, walevi wana mbilimbili. This is the this is the issue. Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome destroys the brain, fries the brain. You start seeing double vision. You have these popping eyes. You have impaired memory. You're shaking hands, and confusion is actually there. And forgetfulness. Thank you so much, Meriti Felix. Thank you. So that is Wernicke-Korsakoff syndromes. And this is the reason why they are given vitamin B1 injections or supplements. Now, I know most doctors, when somebody is just admitted to hospital as a drunkard and maybe they just collapse because of they drank too much, the first thing they do is to give them ethanol and also give them D50, the sugar, to raise the blood sugar levels. That is a good way. But how about if they have vitamin B1 deficiency and then you give them dextrose? These people might just watakufa ukiona. Okay, so be very careful to see if there's this Korsakoff syndrome, which indicates a vitamin B1 deficiency, before you start administering the injection for dextrose and the injection for thiamine. Okay, good. What are the sources? We've said red meat, of course. Don't never forget the liver, beef liver. Never forget the egg yolks. We have also the peas. We have the nuts. We have the fish. And then at the end of it all, they will tell you fortified foods. I told you and I'll still repeat, fortification is actually a scam. Why would somebody take food, raw food, go and process it, remove the fiber, remove the essential minerals and vitamins, render it a product, make a food a product, and then now, nice to you that now, of course, this product needs supplementation. So they go and now synthesize vitamins in the laboratory and add it in that ultra processed foods, and then they bring it to you with a label full of all these vitamins. But these vitamins were actually taken away from these foods through processing and ultra processing. So imagine that. So they remove the vitamins from it and then they fortify it. So anything that is fortified, those breakfast cereals, nowadays they fortify even eggs, the chocolates, the wheat, the bread, the margarine, everything that is fortified, run. It has nothing. That's just crazy things. Go find the natural vitamins from the foods. Do not eat products from the industries. Let that go.